Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sonja J, and I'm back with another teen mom review tonight. We are surprised with 2 episodes actually on Monday. So this is probably going to be another long video because they slammed 2 episodes in one day. So I'm going to try to keep it short, but we got a lot to unpack. So we're going to go girl by girl, talk about both episodes that played on Monday night, and let's just get into it. All right, so tonight we're going to start out with Jade. So we see that Jade is basically giving Sean another chance. He got his ID finally. So he's supposed to be starting treatment soon. I'm thinking he's supposed to start it already, but they're still in the process of it again on these past 2 episodes. So, actually, yeah, I think so. Because I don't think he actually went to treatment yet. I think he still was in the process. Oh, no, I lied. No, he did start treatment. Yeah. So he got his ID. He signed it up for treatment, and you can tell as he's signing up for treatment, Jade keeps telling him on how much everything's going to cost, how much is this, how much is that. He eventually finally does start treatment. I guess he goes once a week in the mornings or something like that, or he goes every week in the mornings. I think it was like Monday through Thursday in the morning, something like that. So, he started treatment, and Jade is kind of giving him another chance. She realizes that he is trying and she does love him. He's the father of her child. So she wants to give him another chance. She's trying to move slow, but you can tell she's basically giving him another chance. But in the same breath, she's stressed out and she feels overwhelmed. And she's also I guess you could say resentful of him, and just feels a lot of types of ways because she just feels like everything's on her. In regards to her relationship, in regards to being a mom, and in regards to even her mom always stressing and asking her for money. So, she's in a moment right now where she just feels like everything's all on her. She's stressed. She's tired of she's working a job she doesn't really want to work at, but she's doing it because she has to. She's working all these hours. And then it's all her money's going to taking care of Sean and his treatments and helping her mom. And then also on top of whatever she needs for Chloe. So it's she's feeling stressed, she's feeling overwhelmed. And, I get it. Adulting is not easy. And I kind of noticed, a lot of the girls in this episode was really, seeing how adulting really works. It seems like it was hitting all of them at once in these 2 episodes that played. So, she's kind of stressed. And it happens with everybody. There's always going to be that one time, defining time, when you really start to realize, whoa, I'm an adult now. This is a lot. I have to do all this work. I have to work all the time. I have to take care of these kids. Yeah, it hit a lot of the girls these past 2 episodes that played tonight. Or not tonight, but the other night. So it's hitting them, and it's hitting Jade. And, she basically tells Sean, I need you to get a job. I'm happy and I'm proud that you are, going back to doing better and you're getting help for what you need help with. But I also need you to bring money in, And she's kind of nagging him. But at the same time, it's coming off as nagging because it's she's so frustrated and it's it's repetitive. But, that's what happens when you keep allowing the same cycle. So hopefully this cycle ends and they're able to take the clothes out the washer. Because really, this cycle of Sean doing nothing and then Jay getting upset and they argue, it's not healthy for neither one of them or Chloe. So hopefully this time Sean really does get the help he needs and he helps her with what she needs and, things get better. But I just feel like that's probably not going to happen. But I'm hoping that even if they don't last and things go back to the way it was for them as far as their relationship, that's fine. The main thing I'm hoping for is Sean to get the help he needs. That's what's most important. Because sometimes you're just not meant to be with somebody, I mean, we as a people always try to fight for these relationships and our families, but it's sometimes it's not meant to be, Maybe you were just meant to be a baby's daddy. Doesn't mean you were meant to be with the baby mama. It's just like that. It's just what it is. There's a lot of people out here who have kids with people they're not meant to be with. People that were supposed to just fuck for the night, but they ended up making it a long-term thing. Just because it happened doesn't mean it was God's will. I'm just being honest. And I'm not saying that children are a mistake. No, God, all children are blessings. But what I'm saying is, just because you have children with somebody, that doesn't mean it's meant to be. Doesn't mean you were meant to be with them forever. It just means that you probably made it a point to make it more than what it was supposed to be, and now you're stuck with what it is. But, you know, let's see what happens, and I just really wish the best for Sean. That's more important. Get his sobriety and everything right. Jade's grandma ends up, they find out that she has cancer, and that's sad. You know, like, cancer, man, I'm so tired of hearing two things lately. I'm tired of hearing people getting cancer, and I'm tired of my black men being killed. I've been hearing about people getting cancer and my black men getting killed all summer, all fall, and now we're hitting into winter. Like, I'm so tired of hearing it. Like, it's depressing. Like, it's really sad, you know, because it's like, those are two things that you can't do nothing about. If you get cancer, I mean, you can, you know, change your lifestyle and you can, you know, get the chemo and do what you need to do, but you really can't predict what will happen. Same thing with being murdered and being murdered for no reason because of the color of your skin. You know, can't help that. It's just like life is hard and shit happens, and I don't know. It's just sad to hear that, and it's like, this is like the third time I done heard somebody had cancer this week. Like, it's just, I'm just tired of hearing it. More so, not that I'm tired of hearing it because I'm thankful it's not me, but it's more so just depressing to hear. It's like, man, another one got. Like, fuck, man. Like, I don't know. So I'm praying for Jade's grandma. Like, I really hope that everything works out and she pulls through. They said she had to get emergency surgery because I don't know how severe it was, but obviously it was really severe. So, you know, that was upsetting for Jade, and that also made her feel stressed. And in the process of waiting on their grandma, her grandma, she talks with her auntie, you know, about how she's been stressed and how she feels about her mom and how she's tired of her mom and her mom's bullshit. And they're both, you know, just talking about it. And, you know, it's always sad when, it's unfortunate, you know, when you have to be the parent to your parent. When you weren't properly raised, when you don't know what it's like to have a mom that's been there for you or a father that's been there for you, and it's like you feel like you always have to be the one to step up and take care of everybody when you're young and trying to figure it out for yourself. You know, I get Jade's frustration, but she's going to have to do like her aunt said and just, you have to just cut it out. If she got to go to the shelter, she got to go to the shelter. She's a grown woman. She did what she did. That's on her. You know, you have your own child. You're a mom now yourself, and you're young. You don't have to, and you shouldn't be taking care of your parents. And so that's just what Jade's going to have to do. She's just going to have to cut her mom off. I love you, and I fuck with you when you don't need me. But when you need some money or you need all the extras that you shouldn't need at your age, I'm going to have to cut it. All right, so now we're moving on to Brianna. Her sister comes down to visit. Yay, I'm happy for her. She gets to see her sister. I'm sure that was a great stress relief for her. She finally admits it out loud because it's so fucking obvious. That, I'm telling you, that FaceTime was painful last week. Painful. No, God. So she finally admits that she wants to break up with Robert. She tells her sister. You know, that's so cute because her relationship with her sister kind of reminds me of my relationship with my sister. How, like, they're like best friends and they're so close. And, like, they talk about everything and they know each other so well. Like, I think that's so cute. It reminds me of me and my sister's relationship. Because you can just tell, like, Vanessa's that one person for Brianna. Like, when she's really stressed, when she's really, like, not here for the shits and she's just not here for the day or for the world. It's like when she talks to Vanessa and she's able to, like, get what she feels off her chest and she's able to express it, and it makes her feel better. Like, you can tell, like, it was hard for her to want to say that out loud, and it was hard for her to even realize that. But, like, when her sister came, she was honestly able to be more honest with herself and transparent with her feelings. And so, while her sister was there, you know, she went upstairs and broke up with Robert. Robert was visibly upset. you can tell he was hurt, and you can tell he kind of like knew it was gonna happen, but he was hoping it wouldn't. So he was just doing what he could to like hold on. But I'm glad Brianna finally did it, because it's like at this point you're just like dragging this boy along when it's painfully obvious you don't want him. And also, it's just like she said, you guys are too young. You guys just both want different things, and you know, it makes sense. It's just, the only thing I'll just say is just, you know, it hurt his feelings, but that's what happens. You know, breakups aren't fun. Nobody wins in a breakup. Not really. So, you know, it is what it is. I guess her mom was out of town while Vanessa was in town. So when Vanessa left, the mom came back. And, you know, she catches her mom up on, you know, the visit and what happened, her breaking up with Robert. And, you know, she decides, like, I'm not with Robert anymore. I'm a single mom. I'm working all these hours. I'm not getting paid as much as I'd like, and I'm tired as fuck. Like, I want to make a change. I want to try to better myself. So maybe I should go back to school. You know, so now she wants to go back to school, which is a great thing. But the problem is, with going back to school, that's more responsibility and honestly a little bit more stress, you know. Going to school full-time, even part-time with a child, being a full-time mom alone is hard. And then on top of that, working a full-time job, sometimes overtime, you know, she realizes that she doesn't have a lot of time to commit to a lot of classes, barely even has the time for one. She's trying to think about doing at least one. But, you know, what that includes, you're going to have the time to go to the class, have the time to study and do the homework. And then also, you know, she has to pay for the class, because if she's only taking one class, financial aid isn't going to cover just one class. They need you to at least be part-time, as far as like, you know, 6 units or more. So she would have to pay, you know, that $500-600 a semester out of her own pocket, which is doable, but it's not easy, especially with her having to help pay with like all the bills with her mom, you know. And then on top of that, it's like she has to pay for her books, and then it's just, you know, she realizes it's going to be harder than expected. So, you know, she wants to do it, but she's contemplating on how it's going to get done. Understandable. Been there. I get it. Still trying to go back. So I get you, girl. I get you. So, I mean, her mom wants to help her, and they're going to try to figure it out. And I think that, you know, that's all they can do. Just try to figure it out. And if it's meant to be, it'll be, and squeeze it in. I don't really got anything else to say about Brianna. That was really all she gave this episode. But I wish nothing but the best for her. And we're going to move on. Girl. Could we, like, do a petition or something? And then I'll start it out. And then we'll all sign it to get Stefan kicked off the show. I cannot stand that nigga. I cannot. Every time I see him, these eyes roll, honey. I can't stand him. He irritates thy fuck out of me. Thy fuck. I cannot stand him. He is such a big ass baby. Like, he's the typical narcissist. I do bullshit, and then when the shit's done back to me, I'm a little bitch about it, and I cry, wham, 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 my life is so horrible. Like, I cannot stand him. Like, he's so annoying. He's so narcissistic. Like, he's just, like, go. Negative energy, yeah. Like, I cannot. Like, I'm over him. He's so irritating. Like, okay. So, you know, I didn't expect Kayla to get it. You know, I think that's the same dude that she was talking to last season. So they, I guess, rekindled what they was doing. So that's cute. Kayla's talking to a new boo, and I think that's cute. I didn't expect it, but I'm happy for her. But of course, Stefan finds out and acts like a bitch. Of course. Like, I mean, are we surprised? Not really. But at the same time, I just wish, and I kind of did hope a little bit, just a little bit, that he did realize that he fucked up and that he should not do no crazy shit like that again, and maybe he would act just a little bit mature. Given the fact that they're not together, haven't been together for literally over a year, because they weren't even together when she was pregnant. So they literally haven't been together for over a year. You're not together. You haven't been together. You cheated on her multiple times, and you made it clear you didn't want to be. My nigga, you made it clear you didn't want to be with her. She even damn near begged you to be with her when she was pregnant. And you kept saying you don't know, you da-da-da-da-da. So it's like, why are you trying to sit here and get mad because she moved on? Like, my niggas like him, I can't deal. I can't deal with niggas like him. I really can't. Like, I thank God I don't got none of that type of shit in my life, because I couldn't deal. Like, I would have to cut it all the way off. I can't. Like, no God. No God. You didn't even want her. Now all of a sudden she moved on, and now you want to act like a bitch. Like, let the shit go. Like, you're such a bitch. I'm not even here for the shit. So, you know, he acts like a little bitch, and he blows up her phone, blows up Luke's phone because they're on a date. Like, anyways, and then he takes it a step further, and when she goes home, he goes to her house and harasses her, kicks the door, spits on the door, tells everyone that he's gonna kill them and all the bullshit. Like, you're such a little immature bitch. Like, seriously. Like, that's all I can say. Like, seriously. You're acting like a bitch. Like, period. A bitch. And I'm over it. Like, you're so annoying. Like, restraining order should have been put on his ass, because I can't see. Now, I understand why these mamas be talking about y'all need to do a restraining order, because don't nobody got time. When you mature and you seasoned enough and you have enough wisdom and you've been there, done that, you don't have time for the shit. You're not even here for this shit. So, like, I understand why, you know, like, Ashley's mom and Kayla's mom is like, just get a restraining order and be done with him. Because it's like, why do we even need to waste the energy dealing with all the extras that come with it just because we want to move on and do better with our life? Like, be done with the shit. I get why the moms be feeling that way. But at the same time, I understand from, you know, the woman's point of view. It's like, you know, but at the same time, as my baby's father, I did love him and maybe even still do. So, I mean, I don't really want to put a restraining order on him. So, I get it. But it's like, man, I also get why the moms want them to do it. Because it's like, just let's be done with the shit. They do too much after the fact. Like, you guys got the nerve to fuck around and then get mad because we fuck around and moved on. And now you want to literally come and kick my door down because I'm trying to be happy. Like, cut the shit. I don't have time for it. You guys is bogus. Like, that's just bitch shit, and I'm over it. Like, I can't stand niggas like that. Like Stefan is the type of nigga I can't. Like, Bar has his issues, but I can see genuinely he's a good dude, and he can get it together. I'm not saying Stefan can't, because he's still young enough to do so. But aside even from the fact that he is a bitch, and he acts like a bitch, and he's an immature bitch, his personality is fucked. Like, I don't even want to, I wouldn't even, like, he don't even seem fun. He just seems like one of those type of dudes that get irritated hella quick. And it's like, you can't ever say nothing against what he thinks or else it's a problem. Like, no God. Like, ugh. Anyways, so, you know, Luke is with the shits. Luke's with the shits. He's with the shits. He's like, I mean, you know, I know he's crazy. And I knew you had a son before I came into the picture. And I like you for you. And I'm going to be here. He want to be stepdaddy. Luke said, I want to be stepdaddy. Damn near. I want to be stepdaddy. I'll take the position. He ain't fucking around. And he's ready to fight Stefan. He's ready. But Kayla's stopping him. And I get it, you know. He ain't fucking around. He said, I'm not fucking around. Like, I'm tired of this nigga. He's lame. And he is. He's lame. And that's, honestly, I lightweight want Kayla to let them fight. Because I want Stefan to get his ass beat. Like, I want him to see what it's like to get beat. Like, since you want to beat on women. Because, like I said, that's why I'm saying he's a bitch. Because he's the type, that, like, those type of niggas who are narcissistic, who like to hit on women, hit on people that he knows is weaker than him. But when a nigga comes and he's ready to fight, then he runs off. Like he did. He was ready to kick down Kayla's door and kill her and all the shits. But when Luke was like, I'm coming, you keep fucking around, I'm coming, nigga dipped off on him. Like, you're a bitch. Like, I don't have time for it. So, like, maybe you need to get your ass whooped. And you like to whoop on people's asses like Kayla's, and you damn near was about to hit her mama. So, I mean, like, let's fight. Let's fight. Like, let him fight him. If he with the shits, let's see. But, yeah, so, you know, Stefan's a bitch, and he shows up. No, hold on, we're gonna back up. Now, I'm gonna say this, though. I like Luke so far. He seems like a cool dude, and I want Kayla to move on and to have fun and be happy. But it's like, And I'm not trying to judge, but at the same time, we always going to judge when it comes to the kids, because it's like, when you, and it's just factual, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, it's the facts. When you bring dudes or females around your children that you're dating, and then you bring them around and say the relationship lasts 6 months and then they're gone, it's like, that's not healthy. You can't keep doing that to a kid. And it's like, I understand Isaiah's a baby, so he don't really know what's going on. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, Kayla, I'm not trying to judge you, but I'm judging you. Sis, you have not been with bruh for that long for you to be bringing Isaiah around him. And I'm going to just keep it all the way G. Like, that's just the truth. You haven't. And I'm not going to sit here and say you're a bad mom for that, because you're not. I understand you're young and you're just trying to have fun. And it's like, well, you know, I'm a young mom with a child on my hip all the time. So it's like, if I want to have fun, sometimes he's going to have to come. And I kind of understand that, but I would have liked maybe if you were with this guy at least one more season, like one whole season, and then you invited Isaiah around him. Because I just feel like that was just way too quick. Like, it was literally like, we just found out in one episode you was dating him, and then in the next episode, which was aired 1 minute later, he is going on play dates with you and Isaiah. And like, that's the only and the one and only thing I can see Stefan getting mad about. The one and only thing. But at the same time, it's like, the way he's going about it, I don't even care. Like, I don't care how you feel. So it's like, and the way you're going about it is making it worse. So I really don't care how you feel. But Kayla, I mean, if Luke and you don't work out, you know, you already invited Isaiah. You already introduced them. He's already around him. Okay, cool. Whatever. It is what it is. But and I'm not wishing nothing upon your relationship. I hope you do last. But if you do not last with this guy, don't bring another dude that you date around Isaiah for at least a minute. I'm not going to tell you how long, because I'm not you. But it's not healthy. I'm not saying this because I'm judging. It sounds like I'm judging, and I'm judging because I'm right. I'm just being honest. I know I'm right. You're not supposed to bring any dude or female around your child that you're just dating for a few months. That's confusing, and it's also not smart. You don't know the person that well, you know. You never could trust people. And I can see, you know, you thinking like, well, I trust him to be with me, so I trust her on my son. It's not like he's alone with him. But at the same time, it's like, you need to have a better rapport and relationship with people before you just allow them to be around your children. That just goes for anybody. But especially when it comes to relationships, because that confuses children. And you don't want Isaiah calling him Dada. And it's like, you don't even know if you want him to call him that, because you haven't even been with him that long. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's confusing. I can see that happening, because he's at the stage where he's saying Dada. But I'm sure he really doesn't know 100% which one is his Dada. Especially with Luke being around as often as I'm sure he is. So that can be confusing. And I just hope that you know what you're doing. And if this don't work out, don't do it again. Wait a minute. I'm just saying. But anyways, so he's around and he goes to the birthday party. And Stefan's being a bitch again. Oh, and also Stefan blocked Kayla because he was upset that Luke is around Isaiah. And I understand that him being upset, but like I said, he's acting like a bitch. So it's like the way you're reacting to it, it's like, I can't even hear you because you're just being bitchy. Like, no. Like, you blocking her, like, you're just so petty, I can't do it. And so they have the birthday party, and Stefan didn't even know if he wanted to go because he's that pressed about Luke. He even has a conversation with his mama, and his mama set him straight. And, you know, my only concern is like, when she be telling him stuff, it sounds good, but it's like, but why is he so fucked up then? Like, either his dad must have beat his mom or something growing up, and he's seen that shit and he's fucked up from it. Or maybe because his dad wasn't around, he has so much anger built up that he ain't hearing nobody, not even her. Because he's fucked up. Like, let's just be real. And I'm not saying he's a fucked up person, but his mind is fucked up. Like, let's just be real. Like, he is. If you are at a state in your mind where you literally don't know if you can control how you react at a kid's birthday party because you are just upset with the fact that your ex that you cheated on and beat it on moved on, even though you guys haven't been together for a year and a half, then you have issues. You're fucked up. You physically and mentally can't keep yourself in line for an hour at a birthday party because you're that upset about whatever you're upset about, even though nobody said anything to you when you walked in the door. You came in the door angry. You literally came in there like with attitude, talking shit on the phone outside. Like, my nigga, you came with problems. You're off and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. Like, you don't know it, but you're off. You need help. And with that being said, something happened to him. Either he's seen some shit he wasn't supposed to see, some shit happened to him, maybe he was abused. Something happened, because the nigga's off. I'm just calling what it is. He is. And how I can say that, and I'm not, I don't know Stefan's life story, and I don't know Bar's life story. But you could tell the difference between Bar and Stefan. Bar may have hit Ashley, and he ain't shit for doing that, and I'm still mad at him for that. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But I can tell Bar's not off. He's okay, and he'll be okay. He's just going through a really rough patch right now, and drinking is not helping. With Stefan, you could tell he's kind of off, and he don't know how to control himself. He literally does not know how to control himself. And he doesn't even see what he's doing is wrong. He doesn't even see it. His mom is literally like, dude, you're going to be just like your father. What are you doing? You trying to get into a habit of not coming to your son's birthday parties over some petty shit? What are you doing? He's off. There's something wrong with him. No, literally. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, he's traumatized by something. Or he's just angry. So angry to where it's like he can't even control his anger. He has so many issues he can't control it. That's off. Like, there's something wrong as far as, like, he needs help. He needs counseling. He needs therapy. He needs help. Like, seriously. And, like, you can't control yourself because your ex, I'm sorry, because you guys have not been together for a year and a half. Let's make that clear. Because your baby mama decided to move on after you cheated on her and beat it on her. You literally go crazy calling her all night because she went on a date. And then you show up to her house threatening to kill her and knocking the door and spit. That's off. Like, that's not normal. So, let's get help, Stefan, because you need it. He's off. Talking shit at the birthday party to his mom. Like, you couldn't wait till you left the birthday party to talk shit. You had to literally be outside of the window, FaceTiming, talking shit with your son in your arm. Like, you're off. Like, and Luke wasn't fucking around. He was ready to beat his ass, and I hope he does it. I'm praying I see a fight, because I'm ready. Like, Stefan needs to get his ass whooped, and I'm here for it. So I hope Luke is really with the shits, because I'm ready. I'm ready. I can't stand Stefan. Like, dudes like him irritate me, but then you got to realize they're off. They're narcissistic. They have issues. They can't even see the issues they have because they're off. He needs help. So I just hope Kayla doesn't allow this shit to ruin her relationship and also ruin just her trying to move on and do better. And also, I feel like Kayla needs to put her foot down more. It's like when Stefan goes off and he gets in a rant, instead of like telling him how she feels and like going off on him. And I'm not saying every single time he goes off, she needs to go off back, because that doesn't help when you both going crazy. But at the same time, it's like some of the time it's like, Kayla, you do need to say something, because it's like you just letting this nigga try to run you down right now. And it's like we all know that he's the one who started this and put everybody through the shit. So it's like, say something. Like when he was standing there trying to, and I thought we was like, well, that was over when you cheated on me when I was pregnant. That was over when you were still fucking the bitch, even after I asked you to stop fucking her and I thought we was going to work on things and I was still pregnant with your child. That was over when you beat my ass a few weeks ago. All that was over. And you still keep acting like a douchebag and you ain't shit, so I moved on. Yes, we're not together no more, Stefan. It's over. That's what she should have said to him. It's over. Because it's over. Like, what else do we need to say? Kayla, put your foot down and let this nigga know. It ain't good, my nigga. So we're going to move on because I'm tired of talking about him. All right, now we're going to move on to Lexi. So her friend invites her to come visit. I don't remember what state or city, but somewhere not in Colorado or whatever. I don't know. I guess she went off to college and she has her own apartment with her boyfriend. So, you know, she's living the adult life. She went to college and is a college student, but also has her own apartment. So she has her own bills and freedom. And, you know, so they went to visit. She invited Lexi to come with Tyler and Tobias. So they came out there to visit her, you know, get some girl time, and also I guess just see what it's like to live on your own and what it's like to truly be adulting. So, you know, they go down there. Before they go down there, Lexi talks to her mom and lets her know what's going on. You can tell Lexi's mom didn't really want Tyler to go with her. She more so wanted Lexi to kind of try to go by herself, just to have like a girls trip or whatever. But, you know, Lexi was cool with going as a family. So they go and they visit the girl, and, you know, they get there and they basically just talk about, you know, asking them questions like, you know, what it's like living on your own. How does it feel, you know, to have to pay bills? And, you know, they're just kind of being honest. Like, you know, we had to take out some student loans to pay rent. Rent's a little expensive at times. I mean, we do have our freedom and we like it, but it's hard at times, you know. And I guess she said she missed her friend said she missed her mom a lot. But, you know, her boyfriend's family or her mom, I guess his mom is out there. So, you know, just catching up, chopping it up, talking about what life is like, living on your own and stuff. So I guess they do end up having girl time. So that's good. Mama be happy about that. And, you know, I guess just went out a little bit and just showed her college, and they were just talking some more, you know, about what it's like. Lexi wants to move out. She wants to have her own place. She's kind of like in a limbo right now. Like, she's like, I want to stay home and save, you know, because I don't have to pay for rent. It's easier. I can save money, and I have a little bit more help with Tobias. But she's kind of contemplating on whether or not she wants to stay that way, or she wants to just start saving up and looking to move out. You know, now that she has her own job, she has a full-time job. And I don't know if Tyler's still working, but he is back in school. So I'm hoping and assuming he has his job still. So, you know, Lexi's thinking about that. Understandable. You know, when you have a child, you automatically become like an adult. Even if whether you're good at it or not, you automatically become one, because you have to be responsible for another life. So, you know, understandable. You know, you have your own child and you are parenting, you want to be able to feel like you're your own queen or king in your own home. So, you know, she's just trying to figure out what she wants to do with that. Then they go back, and I guess Tyler starts back school because, you know, he didn't get to graduate because he didn't have all his credits, so he has to finish his class for a few months. And so they need Lexi's mom to watch Tobias while he's in school. So she agrees to do it. But, you know, Tyler has to pick up Tobias because she'll still be in work. So Lexi was, like, really stressed. Like, Lexi was literally stressed the fuck out. Like, she was literally like, oh my God, what is it going to be like when he picks him up? Like, oh my God, like, Tyler talks a lot of shit and he says stupid shit. When she was explaining how nervous she was and how much she feels like Tyler might fuck up and say some dumb shit, like, I was literally laughing because she just kept saying, he says stupid shit, like, over and over again. And I was just screaming. Like, she was really stressed, guys. Like, I'm glad everything went good because Lexi was going to lose it, okay? So he picks up Tobias and everything's fine. Like, mom is basically like, you know, it's water under the bridge. You know, I understand, you know, you have the right to feel the way you feel, and, you know, you're a teenage boy. I mean, she didn't say those words, but basically, you're a teenage boy. I have nothing to hold against you. You're my family now. You're Tobias' father, and I'm glad, you know, you guys are trying to make things work together and be a family. So I have nothing against it, and water under the bridge and your family, like, we're good, G. So, you know, it was a good convo, nothing bad, no beef, and Lexi can be free because she was really stressed. But, yeah, things worked out, and so now Lexi's hoping, you know, they can plan Tobias' birthday party together since everyone's getting along, and we'll see how that works out. And that's really all they gave. So we're going to move on to Ashley, okay? Last, but definitely not least. Okay. All right, so I do have hope for Bar. I really don't see Bar the way I see Stefan. I really see Bar as more of a young man who lost his way rather than he has a narcissistic characteristic and he just doesn't give a fuck. But I'm still mad at him, though. I'm still mad at him. You ain't cool for hitting Ashley. You ain't cool for doing it. Not once, but twice, my nigga. That ain't cool. I'm not here for that. Like, not at all. And I like Ashley, too, so you really done fucked up. I'm not here for that shit. Not cool with that. I'm still mad at him for that. But Ashley's okay, and she's handling this so well. I don't know if she's still continuing the counseling thing, but even if she isn't, I'm glad she at least went the one time and at least try to see if it was for her or not. I hope that she is dealing with this better and she's coping with it better. But it seems like she is doing good. You know, she has a good head on her shoulders. Like I said, she's a good girl. She comes from a good family, God-fearing mother. I have nothing but great aspirations. I feel like towards her, and I feel like she has goals and she really is trying to do this shit. And like, she seems like a great girl. She's taking this so well, and the way that her and Bar are working this out is really, I commend Ashley. Like, Ashley's really doing this, like, for real. You know, she's not with him right now. She realizes, and I'm so happy and I'm so proud of Ashley for having this understanding and wisdom within her to know, like, and she even said it to her friend, what Bar's going through is bigger than me. Like, me staying with him isn't going to help. And me thinking it's my fault isn't the truth, because it's not. I know it's not my fault. You know, he's going through issues and this is bigger than me. And she's big enough and wise enough to realize, like, this is bigger than me and I need to step back because he can't control himself for a reason. He needs help and he needs to figure him out and go on that journey by himself. And I need to heal and cope with what happened and do what I have to do for my daughter by myself. And if it's meant to be, we will come back. But for now, we're not meant to be, and we need to be apart to work on ourselves. Amen, Ashley. Yes, God. Yes, God. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You don't let no motherfucker beat up on you and then you turn around the next day and be like, it's all good. We're back together. We can still fuck. I'll still suck. We're still good. No, God. Obviously, that happened for a reason, because niggas ain't right. Bitches ain't right. Whoever hit who, whether it's a female or a male, whoever did it, their mind ain't right. They did it for a reason. Their mind's not right, and they need to figure themselves out. And you need to let them be by themselves and not try to be back with them. But you need to let them do them and figure things out for themselves. Go to counseling, go to God, go and figure things out for themselves. And you heal and figure things out for yourself. Yes, God, Ashley. Yes, I'm here for that. Wisdom, we need it. We need it. Because we cannot allow people to hurt and do us wrong and then we let the shit be okay. No, it's not okay. I need to do me and you need to do you, and we done. Yes, God. And I'm here for that. And, you know, and if it's meant to be, like she said, if it's meant to be, it'll be, you know. But in the time being, it's not meant to be. Like, it's not good. Y'all need to be separate. And I'm happy and proud that Ashley has enough wisdom and knowledge to know that, you know. And, you know, they were setting up Ashley's party. And, you know, Bar's not allowed to be there. He's not going to be there. It's too much drama. It's like, you know, people ain't cool with it. And I feel it. I feel it. And, you know, things, you know, she really did the shit. You know, Bar's living with he got out of jail, but he's living with his friend. And Ashley moved out of the apartment and she's living back with her mom. They meant it. And I'm here for it, because that's what you need to do. Like, it's the hardest thing ever. I get it. I really get it. It is really hard to break up and to be away from somebody you truly love. But it's like, especially when it gets to the point where you getting beat on, you have to separate and do what's best for you. You can't, like, what's love got to do with it? Like, at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, do you want to be alive? Okay, we'll figure you out and let them figure them out before you get beat the fuck out trying to stay with somebody because you're in love. So yes, Ashley, I commend her for that. Like, for real, for real. And so, you know, they're separate, but they're still talking. They're still trying to, you know, talk, co-parent, figure things out. And, you know, he said he's made an appointment for some anger management classes. He's going to need more than 2 anger management classes. But I'll let that be a start for now. And I'm praying that he takes it up to therapy and, like, really do some classes for a while. And maybe even go to God. No, not maybe. Go to God, because you need it. Okay? Let Pastor T pray over you. Pastor T ain't fucking with him. Ashley's mama ain't fucking with Bar, okay? She's not fucking with him. No God. She's not fucking with him. She said, I ain't fucking with him. She basically said, I ain't fucking with him. No God. Bar's not allowed in my house. That's what she told her. And that was really her only rule. That's all she wanted to get off her chest. Bar can't come in this bitch. But yes, Bar's not allowed in the house. She don't want Ashley to have no parts with Bar. Okay, she was glad he wasn't at the party. She was upset that she didn't go through with the restraining order because Ashley didn't go through with the restraining order. I'm not surprised she didn't, and I'm not mad she didn't. I get it, you know. And my only thing, though, I mean, it's like, and like I said, I do see both sides. So it's like, I guess, you know, there's both sides to it. Because you don't really know what you're going to get. I get that. When you get to a point where, thinking about it from a parent, as a mom myself, I don't have a daughter, but I would still be equally pissed if a woman was hitting on my son. So from a mother's standpoint, thinking like, this person already done hit and beat on my child. I don't know if he's going to do it again or she's going to do it again. I don't know how many times it's going to happen. I don't know how much is going to happen, how much down. I don't know. So, yeah, get a restraining order, daughter. What is you doing? I don't want this person around you hurting on you. I get it. You know, from a mother's standpoint, I get it. Nobody wants their child to be around somebody that's beating on them. I get that. And then on one hand, I'm like, well, you know, but that's Ashley's dude. Like, for real. I mean, let's think about it. She's been with him for 3 years. She's still in love with him. I mean, he hit her, but that don't turn off the love. She's still in love with him. She still loves him. And he's the father of her child, you know? And it ain't like they've been off and on for years. Like, this is like a traumatic situation that just surprisingly happened. And their daughter's barely freshly won. So this is all fresh. She's still in love. Just had his baby not even a year ago. Like, I get why she didn't do it. I get why she still has hope. You know, I get it. Like, it's a hard situation. It's fucked up. And it's like, my only thing that I just wish now with... And it's like, and that's why I said I understand you don't know what you're going to get. Because it's like, you could say, well, with Stefan, I understand why Kayla's mom is that concerned. Because Stefan really is a crazy motherfucker. But at the same time, it's like, but even though I don't necessarily think Bar is like that, but then it's like, but at the same time, he went to that level. He got to the point where he thought he was buck enough to hit her, not once, but twice. So it's like, but you really don't know what you're going to get. You could say what you think you know about him, but you don't know what you're going to get, baby. When he's drunk one day and he's really feeling it, he might hit her a lot of times more than he wants to. But he don't even know it because he's really feeling it. So you don't know what you're going to get when you get to a point where with somebody where they start being abusive. You don't know what you're going to get when you get with them. So it's like, I get why the moms be feeling the way they feel and they be wanting their daughters to like literally cut them off and get a restraining order. But then it's like, I also get it, it's like, at the same time, Mom, that's my baby daddy. Like, I can't just not fuck with him. Like, that's my son's father. That's my daughter's father. So it's a hard situation. Like, I get it. I get where Ashley's at, and I understand why she didn't do it. And at the same time, I understand why Pastor T is not fucking with it. She's really not fucking with Bar. Like, she's not. And I feel like one day she will forgive him because, one, as a Christian and knowing God, like, we gonna have to forgive him, Pastor, because we Pastor T. We gonna have to forgive him one day. Not today. I get it. I'm not mad. But one day we gonna have to forgive him. But also, it's like, I mean, he gonna be around, sis. Like, that is your daughter's baby daddy. He gonna be around. Like, you can't dispute that. He's gonna be around. So, it is what it is. But it's a fucked up situation. And it's really Bar's fault because he put everyone in that predicament. And I was glad to see that he realized that when he was talking to his friend about his situation and about how he felt about not being able to be there for Holly. I was glad he did recognize his wrongs and he did understand and realize why he wasn't allowed to go and, you know, why everything is the way it is. But my only concern is, like, I'm going to need you to keep that same energy because I'm going to not need you to do motherfucking Instagram live videos with your mama talking about it wasn't me and I didn't do shit and all the shits, but then want to turn around and be like, I get my part. Like, keep the same energy at all times, my nigga, or we gonna have a problem. But other than that, I'm glad that he did acknowledge it to his friend. I just need him to acknowledge it to everybody else and then not do the shit no more. But yeah, Pastor T ain't fucking with him. Like, she's really not fucking with him. Like, she's not fucking around. Like, she's not. And I really do hope that she has a forgiving heart one day, because really, he's going to be around. And I honestly see them, even if they don't get back together, they're going to co-parent. So it's like they're going to fuck with each other regardless. So it's like, one day I hope she gets over it. I really do wish nothing but the best for Bar. But more so, I wish nothing but the best for Ashley, because she didn't ask to be a single mother. She didn't ask for this to happen. And it's unfortunate when, you know, you're in a situation where you feel like you have to be the one to do everything, and then it's like when the other person fucks up, then it's like you have to pick up the slack and then be blamed for it. Because it's like, even though Bar knows he fucked up, it's like you got the nerve to add insult to injury by making Instagram lives with your mama. Like, that shit is not cool. Like, I would be so angry about that, just for the simple fact that you have me fucked up. Like, you have me fucked up not once, not twice, but three times a lady. No God. So, you know, I do pray for them though, and I truly feel like Ashley will be okay, and she knows she'll be okay. And she, even with the fact that the way she's taking this, like, she'll be okay. Bar needs to get himself together though, for real, because this can't keep happening. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of want them to get back together, but not now. I want them to get back together one day, if it's meant to be, yeah. But not today, not next month, and not next week. No, they need to be away from each other, like I said, for a cool minute, because he needs to really get it together. Oh, excuse me. And he needs to control his drinking too, because if that's the main reason why he acts like this, then he needs to either cut it out completely or only be allowed to drink on his birthday or something. I don't know, because it's like, I guess once you get to that point where you can't control your liquor, and it's like you can't even control how much you consume, it's like that's when you have a problem, and that's when you need to like be analyzed and monitored with your drinking. And that's sad you have to get to that point, but I mean, if you can't keep your hands to yourself, like, that's must be what it is, and you're gonna have to get it the fuck together, because we're not gonna have you beating up on Ashley. You're not gonna keep doing that, Bar. So get it the fuck together before it's a problem, okay? I don't like that, you know? I really don't like that. And I like Ashley, so he needs to stop hitting her. Like, seriously, I'm not cool with that. And he better not do that shit again. I don't know why I'm talking like as if I'm about to do something, because I don't even know her. But I don't care. I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that. And I'm not cool. I've been not cool with Stefan. Like, I want his ass out of the show. Like, I'm really about to do a petition. Like, dead ass. Like, I'm over him. So, I've been not cool with that nigga. But anyways, that's pretty much it for tonight. Like, we went through all the girls. You know, we had a lot to uncover. I was not expecting this to be a 2-part episode. But, hey, it is what it is. We got, you know, a lot of time together. So, I hope you guys enjoyed talking with me about this review. Next week is the finale. But hopefully it's lit and the reunions are lit. So I'll be here next week for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe already if you have not, okay? And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe so you don't miss out, because I'm going to keep coming with him. I'm going to keep hitting you with him. And if you like this video, like it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, comment down below and let me know. And yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Yeah, bye.